Hey, happy Sunday, and welcome back to MonsterMTG. Today I wanted to dive into the historic format a little bit. I wanted to go ahead and give that a shot to see what other people were playing, see if I could make a few decks that were, I guess, competitive enough to at least climb a little bit. I was able to go from Platinum 3 to Platinum 1 over an hour and a half or so. I will say that it was surprising to me to see that normal standard and this new historic mode played on the same rank scale, right? So they're not separated, unfortunately. So whatever you're climbing with, right, whether it's in standard or the new historic, that's what you're gonna that's gonna be the same rank. So if you don't have the new cards for historic, unfortunately, it may be a little bit more difficult, right? But it is what it is, and it's still fun regardless. You know, and I like going back into the format and the historic format and seeing decks or cards that I haven't seen in a long time. I did run into one Nexus of Fate deck, unfortunately, and that was a very long and frustrating game. I was still able to win. I think that was mostly because the guy just quit. So we played game one, you know, out of best of three, and I think he got down to like 17, 18 minutes on his timer. And I sat there and let him play. I just kept hitting spacebar. I probably hit spacebar for like 6 minutes. I didn't even get to play the game. So for 6 minutes until he finally won that first match. But I think he realized that I had cards in my deck to take out Wilderness Reclamation. I was able to take out one. Unfortunately, he had another one right away. So we weren't able to really win that first round. But as soon as that first game was over, I think that he realized that running Nexus of Fate deck was going to be a lot more difficult than what he originally thought, and so he conceded. But know that they're out there. There are some other decks that I ran into, some artifact decks, a lot of aggro decks, of course. A mill deck, I ran into a mill Arclight deck. That was the last game that I played. That was pretty fun to play against. It was close, I think. So that's the cool thing about, you know, historic, is that you just run it across all kinds of cards. Let's dive into the deck. So this is a mono green splash of blue, and the reason that we splashed blue was for Hydroid Krasis and on the sideboard Oko. But let's just run through the deck real quick. It's just your standard mono green, right? So we have our different ramp cards between Gilded Goose, Llanowar Elves, Incubation Druid, Paradise Druid, and Once Upon a Time to fetch through the deck if for some reason we don't have enough lands in our hand, or if we have too many lands in the beginning and we don't have any creatures, then this is going to help fetch whatever we need at the beginning of the game. And then we go to our large creatures. Voracious Hydra, Hydroid Krasis are two big powerhouses, with one able to double counters, destroy pretty much anything on the board that the enemy's going to have. And then the other two get our card advantage. And we also have two copies of Questing Beast to pounce through the aggro type decks, and then use it as a finisher for any large decks or any large creature decks, because it Questing Beast Death Touch. Leyline of Abundance, this is hugely important. I've often found myself mulling a couple of times just to see if I could get Leyline of Abundance, because once you have this out, you know, and then you mix that with the ramps, it's giving you twice as much mana as what you should get. So if you have a Gilded Goose and a Llanowar Elves out, instead of getting 2 land with those, you're going to get 4 with Leyline of Abundance. So turn 3, so you know you have 2 land, 6 mana. So turn 3, you could have 6 mana at your disposal, which is huge for cards like Voracious Hydra, Hydroid Krasis, or just bringing out a Nissa. You know, so have to keep it. You ideally want it at the beginning of your hand. If you don't get it, then that's okay. I will also note that if you have 2 in your hand, 2 of them will go on the board, but they don't stack, right? So Vivien, also really important to keep putting counters on your creatures, whether it's Voracious Hydra, Hydroid Krasis, or even your ramps. You can put your counters on whatever you want, whatever makes sense to you at the time that's going to go in and take your opponent down a little bit faster. You're also able to take out various creatures with her -3 ability, and also importantly, her -5 saved me. Has the potential to save you, right? Because if we go shoot over to our sideboard, you know, we have our Veils of Summer, right? That's going to protect us, and Deathgorge Scavenger So this is really important, and this is something that we could grab with Vivien if they're running any deck that with cards that's going to play out of their graveyard, right? So a cat deck or whatever else they may have, Arclight Phoenix deck, we can exile those cards. So that becomes important. Reclamation Sage is also something that's important that you can fetch with, and both of these can be sideboarded out, right? Just depending on what your opponent's playing. But with Reclamation Sage, say again, like if they're running a Nexus Fate deck or a Fires of Invention deck, you can fetch that with Vivien if you're, if you have long enough, if you have enough time, fetch with Vivien, take out those enchantments, or sideboard them in for your game 2. Oko, also hugely important. There's a reason this card was banned, right? And the reason it's still good in this game today. So we've seen this plenty of times. Huge importance for your creature-based decks. You're definitely going to want to sideboard this in. However, I've been considering just taking these two and mainboarding them, and possibly taking out maybe 2 Questing Beasts and putting them in the sideboard, or maybe just taking out 2 Once Upon a Times, or one of those 2 options. We'll see how climbing the ladder goes and what I run into, but it might make more sense to put these Okos in your main deck. Shifting Ceratops for those control decks or blue decks, I haven't really had to bring this in. I've played like 6, 7, 8 games with it, and I've never brought Shifting Ceratops in once. And that's mostly because I haven't really played a control-heavy deck. But I think where this would come in handy is your control-heavy decks, and anything that's going to try to take over the board or take your creatures, your permanents away from you, right? So that would come in handy, but I think at the same time that if we're really looking at Shifting Ceratops, we will probably want more than one. We're probably going to want 2 moving from your sideboard to your main board. But at the same time, if you are playing a control-heavy deck and you have enough time with Vivien Reid, then absolutely grab Shifting Ceratops out from your sideboard, put it on the main board, and then you'll be safe. Vine Mare, really clutch against black decks. I've put this in a couple times. I never got to draw it per se, but against black aggro decks, anything with black that's aggro, this is going to be important. I don't recommend leaving it in your sideboard because you're probably not going to have enough time to use Vivien to get it out. You're probably just going to have to mainboard it and hope that you get it. And you can help fetch with that with Once Upon a Time and so forth and so on. Pelakka Wurm, if really great card too. If you're running low on life, you have Vivien available, and this is something you can fetch and bring out, and you shouldn't have an issue. If Vivien's been out long enough to fetch anything, chances are you have enough land. I do have to caution you though, is that there are a lot of creature removal decks out there. So if you have, I ran into this problem a couple of times, so if you have a few lands that are creatures, they could get removed. Just be wary of that. I don't recommend transforming realistically more than 2 if you're playing a black deck, as chances are they're going to get destroyed anyway. End-Raze Forerunners, I haven't had to bring this out yet because I haven't had a game last long enough to really need it. I imagine though if I'm playing against a mid-rangey to late game deck, that this will become very important, especially for 8 mana. But you could, you could sideboard them in, and in a perfect world, with enough ramp, by turn 4, you could have End-Raze Forerunners out, 7/7, with the other creatures, and then you could probably finish the game on turn 5, maybe. But that's the deck. That's it. Very simple, easy to play, easy to sideboard, easy to climb with. You got to be aggressive with your mulligans. Be aggressive, and I think that if you're aggressive enough, and I say that in a way that if you have Leyline of Abundance out and at least 1 land and 1 ramp, you should be okay. Should be okay. If you have 1 land, 1 ramp, and no Leyline, you're going to have to mulligan. But I had a lot of fun with this deck. Hopefully you guys build it, make it your own, make your changes, whatever. But know that mono green with a splash of blue or just Simic in general is very strong for this ladder. Super easy to climb with, and I hope you guys get to do it too. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below on what you played with, what you did well with, or what didn't work. And let me know where I can improve as well. So I think there are a few times I misplayed. I know there are a few times I misplayed. But look for another video tomorrow, and thanks guys. Peace. Yeah, this will work-ish. So this, this. Oh, that's gotta be the fastest scoop I've ever seen. Holy crap. I can still get Questing Beast out on turn 3. So, better than nothing, I guess. Oh wait, I forgot to play Once Upon a Time. Oh, I keep doing that. I keep doing that. That was, oh, second game in a row done that. That's bad. Bad juju. Bad juju. This. Pass turn. That was auto pay. Turns out we do need another land. Not sure why he did that. He knew he fucked up. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, he knew he screwed up. Yep. Red and green, huh? He's got a pretty fast deck, so I don't know what Oko would provide some blockers for me. Maybe get rid of 2 Voracious Hydras. Keep Krasis. Because it gives me that card draw. We'll do this. I don't know, maybe Voracious Hydra would probably be better because I can double the count. Well, I can double the counters. Or if I have enough mana, I can just kill theirs. This isn't going to work. This will work. We have one, rid of one. Do we want to get rid of a goose? Oh, this is hard. Get rid of my Krasis. Yep. So I got 1, 2, 3 lands right now. Should be able to bring. Yeah, I can bring Nissa out on turn 3. Wow, really? Oh, come on, game. Come the fuck on. Yeah, we gotta bring this out. Auto pay. Swing in, boys. Swing in. Alright. If he gets a land, we're good. Okay, we're good. What? Alright. No, I can't win this yet. Really wish I had a Leyline of Abundance. Oh, I hate that I can't. Seriously, another Pelt Collector? Bro, this game, man. Like, every hand he has Pelt Collector. Like, dude, all you gotta do is it's gonna auto tap. I mean, I guess it. Well, I guess it wasn't gonna auto tap. Let's go, dude. You can't do anything. Let's go, bro. Thank you. Oh, come on. Come on. He doesn't have tramp. He does have tramp. Of course he has tramp.
Strange and magnificent world. Be wary of the ground you walk on.
As long as he doesn't have a counter spell, I should be okay.
Through this land, we are all connected. The land fights for us.
Wow, game. Wow.
Behold, nature's true power.
So, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I get 5 out of this? Come on, man.
Rise, my elemental friend.
From the smallest ant to the largest hydra, nature is beautiful. We're fit enough to survive.
The land shall conquer you.
Figure it out as it goes. All right, this is good. What do I do? What do I do, boys? I mean, I have to keep my land. Frick you, frack. Probably get rid of this. Yep. One, two, three, four, 5.
If it's a challenge you want, then a challenge you'll get.
Not what you want to do, Bubba. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get this out.
We will not fail. Harness the elements.
Oh, it turned 3 Nissa is just not fair. This is good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. God, one of these guys. Oh boy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, we'll do that because auto pay. Yeah, get rid of that guy. So we got rid of one of them. Three top collectors. Oh. shit, we can get out Nissa. But I wonder if Questing Beast would be better. So I'll bring out Nissa because I'm only gonna get 3, 2, yeah. Let's bring out Questing Beast.
Power surges through these lands. Behold, nature's true power.
It's a lot of damage to take. Yeah, oh, these green-red decks. The problem with using Oko is it keeps putting counters on it. I think I'll bring in a Pelakka Wurm and take out a Hydra. Just for that life gain, really. I think it's going to be pretty important for this aggro deck because I played against this guy as you guys saw, I played against the same deck earlier, and if it gets going, man, it is hard to beat. If I had Leyline, I would play it because of Once Upon a Time in Llanowar Elves, but okay. That's this is gonna be hard. That's 5 lands out. I think, yeah, 23 lands in this deck, so it's 5 out. Let's see how it is. We need a creature. We need something. Jesus. Okay, so it's 2 more lands in the back. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lands. So we should theoretically just be getting creatures and planeswalkers now. Unfortunately, a lot of my creatures are ramp, so which isn't horrible if I get it this turn. If I get it ramp this turn, that's fine. So the other thing that's kind of crappy is like these Burning Tree emissaries. You have to pay $20 to get these cards, or 3,400 gems to get these cards, and that provides a huge advantage over people who are not paying extra money for this format. And I think that's pretty crappy for Wizards of the Coast to do. It's pretty shady, to be honest with you. What are you gonna do? So I can play Castle, Paradise Druid, and I can get Questing Beast out next turn. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It's fortunate I didn't get a freaking Leyline of or whatever the other one is. Ow. Now what do I want? Do I want Nissa out? I mean, I do, but I don't want to waste my blue mana for that yet. So I can get it out next turn. So let's do this. Yeah, because I only have one blue source of mana right now. Well, no, I got Paradise Druid too, I guess. I guess that helps. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 5, 6. So it'd be a 4, 4. I need it bigger than that though. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do that.
I will protect the virtue of this world. The land fights for us.
Bring out Llanowar Elves. And then pass turn. So ideally then what I want to do is bring out Hydroid Krasis obviously after this. And then that's going to be a huge freaking Hydroid Krasis. Because Nissa should survive this hopefully. I could block. Yeah, let me block. So I still have a huge crate. That's only taking 1 mana away, so that's fine because I still get blue with Paradise Druid. Yep. He still has 2 mana. Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, man.
Harness the elements.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So wait, what? 5, 5, 5. Okay. Wait, shit. All right. He can still kill Hydroid Krasis with Rekindling Phoenix. Oh, another Rekindling Phoenix. So what I need is another. God, that's not what I need. I don't understand why Questing Beast is legendary and Rekindling Phoenix is not. 0 cents. Yep. Okay. We will do that. Yep.
Rise, my elemental friend.
And that.
I will endure.
Hey, heyo. All right, let's do this. Let's do wait,
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Those blind to tyranny are lost. They just can't see it. Oh dear.
Oh, he's gonna be so pissed. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Yeah, we'll keep this. I mean, I can have it turn 3 questing beast. It's pretty lucky to get 2 knights. Oh my god. Hopefully we get a land here. Thank you. So we can do this.
Witness the ties that bind us all. The land shall conquer you.
And the reason we did that is to block Knight of the Ebon Legion with Paradise Druid instead of our land. Oh, dude, seriously. What is up with this game, man? This dude... Unbelievable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A theoretic. Oh, we'll have to. I don't know if we need a block. Yeah, we do because we don't want him pumped up yet. Oh, come on. Come on, game. Ball strong, get the fuck out of here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Auto pay. Gilded Goose. And this is another card that you have to buy with real money to be able to play in this format. You cannot get this card any other way aside from buying it with real money. Yeah, we'll block. Can't believe this guy got both his knights again in his opening hand. And then I'm just getting flooded out. Oh god. Oh man, that doesn't really help me too much. I don't have any ramp. Oh, there's one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm getting this out next turn.
I will aid you. The land fights for us.
I'll phase through. Am I dematerializing? Huh.
Well, that made no sense.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Swing it in, boys! Swing it in! Yeah, this doesn't really matter. So we need Veil of Summers and then Vine Mare. Probably a couple of Okos. I'm gonna get rid of Hydroid Krasis. A couple Once Upon a Times, and probably, you know, let's get one more Once Upon a Time. Don't incubate or shit. Incubation. So we still need our ramp. Alright, 2 Incubation Druids, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll see how this works. We may just have to put in back in our ramp and take out Hydroid Krasis. It really just depends. But if he's going to have giant creatures like that, Oko's going to become very beneficial. And since he's running removal from at least his Planeswalker side, I imagine his main deck side too, we're going to need protection from that. So those 5 cards are really important. This might work. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring this. I just bring this, honestly. Pass turn. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 7 mana next turn. That's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now instead. So we'll do this then.
I protect that which cannot protect us. Harness the elements.
I'll shear the wool from your eyes and spin you clarity. Gaze into my face and put on your true shape.
So we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it should be a 7. Got him! Whatever. But it helps so much. Man, I may just have to bring in Oko, like main deck Oko.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, once upon a... Fuck me. Did it again.
This might be a bad idea.
Do I really give a shit about this? Not really.
Don't worry, I got this.
I mean, if Paradise Druid survives, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could bring out Hydroid Krasis as a 4/4. Ideally, I mean that's what we're gonna do if it survives. He's running try, so green, white, blue. Yeah, swings at 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 4. Sorry, 4, 4. Yep, auto pay. Draw a couple cards. Okay. So in the next turn, I can kill off Shalai with Voracious Hydra. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the thing with Teferi is he can send back Hydroid Krasis or Voracious Hydra, and I'm just going to get them back. Right? Like, if he doesn't have a way to remove them, it's going to be really hard.
Oh, I've done the hero
that's fine.
thing
That doesn't
before.
really matter right now. I already got my use out of that, so I guess next turn we'll just play Once Upon... Well, it depends what we draw into, but probably like Once Upon a Time. Finding creature. Yeah, let's do this. Hydroid Krasis. Play this. Play this. No tax. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it makes it 8/8.
Let's try this.
Which I think trumps Oketra. Yeah. So that's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, so making it 8/8. Get rid of that. Wait, play this. No tax. So now we have Vivien Arkbow. We can start distributing counters. Like we'll probably
Trust
put
me,
2 counters
I
on
have a
this other
plan.
Hydroid Krasis. I mean, we're definitely going to swing in with this one, maybe. Are you kidding me? So play Vivien Arkbow.
Oh, I am
Think
gonna
this-
love tearing this place to the ground.
What should we do? At a 10/10.
Stomping time.
Got Questing Beast. Break out Leyline of Abundance. Gilded Goose. That's it. So Questing Beast to hold off Oketra.
Here we go.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's so bullshit.
I've lost so much already. I won't lose more.
What? I didn't even get to. Why would he quit? Why would he? Wow. Okay. Artifact deck, huh? Did not need a Hydra. Well, not another one, right? So 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can bring this out as a 5/5, I think. Do these stack? Yeah. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Ooh, Steel Overseer's got to go. Yeah. So 2, 4. Oh, does it not stack? So I guess just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So it doesn't stack. Oh, it's stupid. Okay. So we can do. I mean, I get another one out, so that's good. Hopefully he doesn't have another one. I'm not worried about that so much. Oh shit. So, what is this? Do I care about that? I mean, kind of. Yeah, I don't have a plan for this. Tapioca. Oh, that's right. The Leyline of Abundance is what did that for me. Crap, man. Alright, let's just create 3 tokens. Pass turn. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I probably want to kill both this one. Yeah. Okay. Why is he swinging it? It's like, what? I'm not sure what this dude's hoping to do here. Oh yeah, we'll just read this out. Swing it in, boys. Swing it in. Yeah. I mean, he's gonna have to have some crazy card he just drew. Shit. Good game, sir. Your artifact deck. He is blue, so I'm assuming he might have counter spells. Question mark? I don't know. I don't know what to bring out. I feel like he's gonna have some crazy strong freaking artifact, but he's gonna have to use counters for that. So I don't necessarily want to use Oko, I don't think. I think if I brought in Oko, I'm gonna be forced to make creatures with counters on them 3/3s, and it's just gonna bump up the counter mark for him. So maybe could be bring in Reclamation Sage. Let's do that. A couple Bales of Summer. We'll get rid of one of these, and nice, another Incubation Druid. Let's try this. So we got Leyline of Abundance, Gilded Goose, Paradise Druid. Okay, so if I can draw into another land, preferably a green-blue dual land, I might be okay. This is going to come in tapped, so that's not good. Oh, this is going to be hard. There we go. Let's do this. Swing it in, boys! What the fuck? No, that's gotta go bye-bye. Hopefully we draw into a land here. So I can get rid of that enchantment. Oh, fuck off, game. We'll blog with Gilded Goose this next turn. I don't need it anymore since I have Paradise Druid, and then I can get rid of that enchantment. He doesn't have trample. No. Okay. Come on, dude. Hit the go button, bro. Alright, so now we can kill the enchantment. We'll just kill that because that takes it with it. Yep. So we'll play this now just so we get that card draw. Okay. So 1, 2, 6. So I can make this a 4/4. Okay. So we'll cast Vivien next turn. We'll probably put the counters on Hydroid Krasis because he has trample.
Close your eyes, breathe, and listen to the sounds of the wild. I'd get out of the way if I were you.
This. He has to block. So, if he doesn't have, I mean, he has to sacrifice 2 artifacts. So, I don't know. Is this gonna help him?
I will defend my allies. Some solutions must be built.
Like, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing he can do. Man, if one of these was a Leyline. Maybe we'll keep. I mean, there's plenty of ramp, realistically, to get out a card. Just self-mill deck. Play this. Play this. Play this. So we can at least get Nissa out next turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll get one of these out.
Seek shelter in my stewardship. The land fights for us.
What the fuck is this shit? Okay. I don't know if this dude is trolling or what the hell. So confused by his tactics. Alright, so shoot this in. 2 green. Play this.
Rise, my elemental friend.
I've survived an apocalypse. I will survive you.
He was about to say so 8 damage, yeah. Oh, really 10. I don't know what this dude has. Honestly, it's a mill deck. So I imagine if he's milling himself, that may be his win con with Jace. I don't know what to put in here, honestly. I mean, I can't really take out anything and put anything in when all I've seen him do is just kind of mill himself. Maybe protection from blue if he tries to mill me this turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not horrible. It's not the best though either. Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to keep this. Try it. Now I get it. Oh wait, why did I shock myself? I don't know. Oh, I was 1 card away. I needed that. Ugh. play this first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get Leyline out next turn. If he has a self-mill deck, why is he running like counter spells and stuff? That. Play this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can make Voracious Hydra 8/8 or 8/10, whatever the hell it is. Wait, no, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 4, 4. Okay. Oh wait, no, I could have done no. Don't care about no. It was double. How did I miscount that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. I don't. I don't know. No idea what I did or how. Whatever. Oh, Arclight Phoenix deck, that's what it is. How many does he have? 1. Does he only have 1 in there? I don't remember. So, I mean, if he got 3, 7, oh yeah, that's 7. Yeah, that's stupid. I think I had something that. I'll bring this in. We'll take out Voracious Hydra because we need something that can for flying, so we'll take those out 2 once upon times, and this should be fine. Yeah, because we're gonna need Oko, and we're gonna need Deathgorge Scavenger for the enchantments. So yeah, this is just an Arclight mill deck. This will work. Maybe. Wow, is that 3 mulligans? Bro. So we'll bring this out for 2. And the reason we're doing that is because we can bring out Vivien next turn and just put more counters on him. So we have Reclamation Sage for the Drowned Secrets. Alright, so we'll do this. We'll see if he has a counter spell. Okay, he does. So that's fine. I mean, we have another Vivien, so it's not a huge deal. I imagine he will. I don't know what he's doing, honestly. How much is this? 2. Yeah. Okay, so 4, 5, 6. We got 6 mana. We need this. We gotta bring this out first. No choice. Okay. Once upon a time. We'll bring out Paradise Druid. Swing into 2. Another Drowned Secrets, you hear me? Probably just bring this in. Then we'll bring in. I don't like any of these. I guess Paradise Druid. I mean, he realistically has to win the game here, or clear the board, or something. Just returning 1 creature isn't going to do it. Right? I have 21 health. Even if he was to get all 4 Arclights, it's going to be really, really hard for him to win. And so far he only has 1. Yeah. And he's got 2 lands. So, I mean, I guess he'll get 1 Arclight out, 2 Arclights out. I mean, okay. So, I got 6 mana. Let's do this. Yeah, he's screwed
I
either way.
am Scala's vengeance, and I'm coming for you next.
Because I could, yeah. So I was just gonna have Questing Beast fight an Arclight and then game over. Platinum tier 1, boys. Getting on up there. Alright, I need a break. Need a small break. So far this deck has been really, I don't want to say super easy to climb with, because there have been a couple games where I've struggled with. There have been a couple games where it wasn't necessarily the games I lost were because the people were playing better than me. I think a lot of it just comes down to the deck and how it's made. You know, for if you don't have your land drops, obviously any deck without land drops isn't going to work. But in this deck, because I have so many high creatures and planeswalkers, that the mana has to be there, right? I don't have anything that I can just drop 1/2s on and be efficient, aside from my ramp creatures. So without the ramp creatures, without Leyline, it's very, very hard to win with this deck. But so far, I've been climbing pretty well. Thinking probably about 75-80% win rate. I love it. I love having fun with it. And the thing I like about this format too, this traditional historic ranked, is that it's bringing back a lot of old cards that we're not used to seeing over the last couple months.